Hello, Angie Talks family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever your time difference is. This is Angelina. I am your 21st century virtual nurse. Call me 21st century virtual nurse and let me simply respond, hello, how are you doing? I hope you all doing wonderful. My apologies yesterday. For whatever reason, Facebook suspended my profile, so I couldn't receive any message or post anything. So if anyone sent me a message and I couldn't reply, that was what happened. So I earlier, about an hour, 30 minutes ago, I posted something about how do we become who we really are and cast aside the chains that keep us from realizing our full potential, thereby enjoying a life of freedom and making peace with ourselves. So how do we do that? We are from childhood, we are taught strict rules as children. We are forced we are taught strict rules as children, so which we force ourselves to abide by these rules set by adults. So nobody gets to choose the native tongue, but the language we grow up speaking isn't the only thing society imposes on us. Social norms can even prescribe the content and forms our dreams. So for instance, everyone has individual dreams, but there's also a collective dream. This is the dream of the planet. I can't see anybody, but I see one person on. Welcome to Angie Talks. The rules that define this collective dream are taught to us by parents, schools, religions, and other influential forces. It's through this education that we learn what proper behavior is, what we should believe, and the difference between good and bad. But however, these rules and agreements weren't chosen by any of us. We didn't choose the rules and regulations. It was made for us by the schools, our parents, the adults around us. So our acceptance of such rules without question amounts to our domestication. We become tamed by these rules that we didn't choose for ourselves, which was literally imposed on us. So if we rebelled as children, adults were still more powerful than us. They could suppress our dissent and punish us if we disobeyed them. Not just that, we were not just punished, but we were also rewarded for obeying their beliefs and following their rules. So if you disobey the rules, you were punished, and if you obeyed the rules, you were rewarded. As a result, the vast majority of us we just surrounded by not because we wanted to be rewarded and not to be punished. So just consider how many parents tell their children that they are good when they follow the rules, and bad when they don't. So in this system, the primary reward for proper behavior is attention from parents, teachers, and friends. So when you put up the proper behavior that is defined by parents and adults, teachers, you were deemed as good. So naturally, getting such a reward feels great, right? When you are praised. And we learn to abide by these rules to reap the benefits of being rewarded or being told we are good. We fear for the fear of rejection, and we often pretend to be something that we weren't. So as a result, at a certain point, it's not necessary for anyone to control us, because all of these beliefs are launched deep within us. They believe that if we obey teachers, adults, parents, we will be rewarded, became a norm for us. We didn't really form our own opinion. We became domesticated. Speaking of domesticated, there was a one-time presidential candidate in Ghana. His name was Mr. Augustus Danlate. He used to use the word domestication. He said, "We will, when he becomes a president, we are not going to import anything. We will eat what we produce." So he preached about domestication, and it became his nickname, domestication. May he rest in peace. In other words, we domesticate ourselves. We devise a perfect self-image, and when we fail to act in accordance with this, punishment, judgment, and blame, we judge and blame ourselves, because we have to conform to what society deems as a good behavior. So how do we can break? This is not us, because we want to become who we really are, so we can enjoy a full potential of life. We can break free from this structure by establishing new agreements with ourselves. We need to establish new agreement with ourselves, so we don't need to dream a nightmare. It is possible to enjoy a pleasant dream. So before we can do that, do you know words can be powerful? Words are really, really powerful. It can shape your opinion and even your behavior. Be impeccable with your word and never use it against yourself or others. The word impeccable was derived from Latin word which means without sin. So let your words be pleasant. Being impeccable with your language means never using it against yourself, as any harm done to yourself is considered sinful. So such harm might come in the form of self-judgment or blame. You might think that you are too fat or too stupid simply by harboring these thoughts. You are using your words against yourself and passing judgment. So don't use your words that are impeccable, so you won't judge yourself. Instead of doing this, you could insist on reaffirming how great you are and how much you love yourself, rather than thinking, "Oh, I am stupid, I am fat, I am dumb." Remove that negative words from your thoughts and reaffirm yourself by replacing it with positive stuff, that I love myself, I look good, I am better, I am smart, right? Do that to yourself. That's why it's key to remember that the words you use are powerful and can either liberate or enslave you and other people. Your words can liberate or enslave you and other people around you. So while a word might seem like a random jumble of sounds, it's usually much more. Words are usually much more. It carries more powerful. Words are powerful. It has more effect than we think. We just use it. So your word lets you communicate and express yourself, but also transforms the way you think. Your words transform the way you think. If you have all you see is negativity, negative words for yourself, then it's transformed the way you think. In this regard, your words can create ideas in your mind, shape your sense of reality, and affect the opinions of others. Let me give an example. There was this smart and good-natured woman who had a daughter whom she loved so much with all her heart. So one day the woman arrived home wishing only to have some quiet time alone, which we all do. Sometimes you go to work, you are so tired, all you wish is to come home, take a bath, and maybe rest. But however, her daughter was in a happy mood, boisterously singing. The daughter was singing when she arrived, right? And the mom was tired, so she was thinking to have some me time. She couldn't control herself, so losing control over herself for a moment, the woman yelled at her daughter, "You have a stupid voice. Shut up." That's what she told her daughter. She thought, "Oh, I'm tired. This girl is making too much noise with her music," so she shut her down. As a result of what she did, the daughter believed what her mother had said to her, that she doesn't have a good voice and she should shut up. So it made her, she agreed with the words her mother told her, and for years she never sang, or she couldn't even open her mouth to speak. When she went out, she couldn't open her mouth to even talk. It was very hard for her. She didn't sing for a long time and even had difficulty speaking to people. The words that her mother used on her really affected her. She agreed with what the mother said. So we should be very careful as parents with what the words we use for our children. I've devised this method rather than, if your child is misbehaving or acting stupidly in brackets, rather than telling them you are stupid, which sometimes that's what you feel like saying, you can reframe it by saying, "I think you are acting stupidly. Are you?" And then they will tell you no. Afterwards, then tell them, then behave intelligently. You ask them, you are not stupid, but you are acting stupidly. Are you? And they will tell you no. You reframe it by telling them, then act intelligently. So they understand you are not telling them they are stupid. You are just saying that their actions portray stupidity, but they are not stupid. So be mindful of what you tell your children. It just goes to show how words can enslave us. The daughter became enslaved by what the mother told her. She stopped singing. Just think of how often you've told yourself you are not good enough. Each time you do this, you are making an agreement and choosing to abide by it. Whatever you tell yourself, it's an agreement you are making with yourself. So that's why it's important not to use words against yourself and against others. Words has more effect. It's very powerful. Hey, hello, Nana Stevens. Welcome to Angie Talks. Frema, although you Jeline. Hey, Frema, it's saying. Thanks a lot, big sis. Nana, long time. Haven't seen you in years, over 20 years. Thank God we are all alive. We give thanks for the gifts of life. So you won't need to take things. Don't take things personally. If you have a strong sense of yourself, develop a strong sense of yourself so you wouldn't take things personally. Can you remember the last time somebody was rude to you and you took it personally? It's likely it wasn't too long ago, and that's a problem. That's a problem when somebody says something about you and you take it personally. After all, as soon as something is construed as personal, you begin to inadvertently agree with it, and you take it upon yourself, even if it has nothing to do with you. For instance, before I came, I saw a message. Somebody sent me a message. I think one of the friends on Facebook. I don't even know him. He doesn't even come on my page here. He said, "Hello, Angelina, how are you doing? I saw on your profile you are married. So why are you here needing other men? Be happy you are married." So I needed to scold this person a bit. I blocked him, but before blocking him, I needed to take him to school. I'm not sure if Mike Zuckerberg opened Facebook for singles who are looking for relationship. I didn't take it personal because I know this person has issues. Probably he's a male chauvinist who can't fathom the fact that an intelligent woman will come and sit on Facebook and talk. Probably his wife is gagged. She can't even open her mouth at home. So I said, well, I don't remember writing on my profile, I'm in need of a man. And even if I was in needing a man, what's your business? Like, that's who gave you the power, the moral judge? Who made you the moral judge of others? And I didn't take it personal. Like I said, I realized it's just him. He has issues seeing women expressing themselves. Probably he grew up watching his mom stuck her hand behind her back whenever the father speaks. So he's not used to seeing women expressing themselves. I scolded him and then blocked him because the dot doesn't connect. Such people need to go back and connect the dots to really unravel what has happened in their childhood to form their opinions and beliefs, right? So let's continue. Beyond that, by taking things personal, people get trapped in what's called personal importance. They overrate their own importance. Like somebody sent me a message. Personal importance is a state in which they believe that everything is about them. That's a very important topic. Thanks for bringing this up. A lot of people are going through depression for just unnecessary toxic things. We need to stop wasting our time and lives on things that will weigh our hearts, especially, yes, and it's what people think about us. Like, I've really worked on my emotions. Whatever you think of me, I know it's not me, about me. It's your problem. You are just exposing your issues. Like I said, I schooled him and blocked him. I blocked him because the dot doesn't connect. He used to go back and work on himself. I can see myself arguing with such a person. I can't change him. That's not my job. So I schooled him and I blocked him because he's a male chauvinist. That he can't see a woman coming on social media to express herself. To him, women should be domesticated and in the kitchen. Or probably he sees me very attractive, so he came to Facebook to look for a woman and saw on my profile that I'm married, and he got upset. But that's his business anyway. God bless you for that. And how is the family is doing well, and I thank you for asking. I hope yours is doing well too. So absolutely nothing people say or do to you is about you. All of it is actually about them. So when you work on yourself, you don't take things personally. A lot of people are dealing with their own issues and then they project it on others. Just know that it's not about you. It's about them. Whatever negativity they are throwing into the air, it's about them and not about you. So don't take things personally. People have their own dreams and live according to their own agreements. Like somebody who has grown up to think all women are stupid and they belong to the kitchen, women shouldn't be allowed to come on social media to express themselves. They will just come under your post and insult you. But know that it's not about you, it's about them. They need to go and work on themselves. For instance, when someone calls you fat, ugly, it's not about your body, but rather it's the issue, opinions and beliefs with which they are dealing with. It's about them, their opinions and beliefs. It's about them. That's all I can say. It's about them. People need to work on themselves. So they are so miserable. They come and try to make you feel the way they are feeling, make you experience what they are going through. But that is not my issue. It doesn't wash me. If you come here and, oh, Angelina, you are fat, your head is big, why do you have locks? It's you. If you have a problem with somebody with the locks, go off this page. This is not for you, because this is not going anywhere, right? So when a person is happy, they might tell you that you are the best. If somebody is happy, they compliment, but they call you names like devil, whatever, when they are angry. When people are angry, they project it on you. Positive people compliment because that's how they are feeling, and then angry people, frustrated people project anger and negativity because that's all they got. You can't give what you don't have, so they give what they have, and that is negativity. It's either positive or negativity, and if they are positive, they will compliment you, and negative people will just trash. That's because that's all they know. So to overcome this issue, know who you are. Know who you are as a person so that you wouldn't take somebody's issue personally. Because then you won't need to take the people's comment personally. When you know yourself, you don't need to seek this information from others or get their acceptance. As a result, nothing they say will affect you. You don't always have to seek people's acceptance, especially when you have a dream, you want to achieve some dream. Know that if you have a dream, to make it materialize, it's just you. It's a lonely journey because even your family might not understand what you mean. So going about seeking everybody's acceptance and approval will just delay your materializing your dream. So know that everybody has their own dreams. So just go ahead and do it. Better make a mistake than to do nothing at all. It's also important to realize that we all view the world from a different perspective, and that you too should recognize your own viewpoint. Let's say if I come in here, if I wanted to ask people what color of shirt should I put on, somebody might say white, black, green, yellow, whatever. So at the end of the day, you will be confused. But just put on whatever you want to and come. Know that you can just please everybody, and a lot of opinions will rather make you confused. For example, when you get mad about something someone says, it's actually because of your own fear. When somebody says something and you get mad about it, it's your own fear which makes it essential to deal with such emotions. It's your own fear that makes you mad when somebody says something about you. Like if you tell me I'm fat, maybe it's and I take it personally, maybe it's my own fear of getting fat that is making me feel the emotions of what you told me. But if I have worked on myself, accepted myself, whatever you say, you can tell me I am fat 100 times, I wouldn't take it personal because I know that's not me. So I'll continue tomorrow with this series. Tomorrow I will talk about asking questions, not just accepting things on a face value, which a lot of us do. We just accept anything on a face value without asking questions, and that's not really a good way of living our lives, living our lives to enjoy the full potential. Let me leave you here. Once again, I'm sorry for what happened yesterday. I was on suspension. I think I shared a lot of link and that caused it. So if you sent a message and I didn't reply, that's what happened. Hopefully I've replied everybody. Remember the page name is Angie Talks on Facebook and Angie Talks 1 TV on YouTube. Bye for now. Have a lovely evening, everybody. Bye.